7 to shoot now for McDaniels, who has really shown some offensive skill set. He's going to hear it, though, from the fans after the way Game 4 ended. And Julius Randle gets good numbers if you just looked at points, rebounds, and assists. But his field goal percentage is way down as Cam Johnson gets his first shot to go to shoot it. Felt like they had a number of actions that he was hesitant with in the last couple of games. Good sign there to get them on the board. McDaniels too strong. Brown clears the board. Nikola Jokic averaging 25 points, nearly 15 rebounds and 8 assists in this series, and his first one goes. And he's going to continue to go up against that stifling defense of the Stifle Tower, Rudy Gobert, who has been outstanding in this series. Another long ball from Randle.
The bounce.
Jokic and Murray, that lethal two-man game. That's a long two, and it goes, plus the foul. Jamal Murray finding his space.
Teardrop. Confidence and the efficiency on the offensive end to start the game what Denver needed.
Again, Jokic and Murray, they're averaging a count, and the others around them have to be assertive and stop watching. That's going to help with a strip from Brown. Murray running with him. Brown's going to attack, and he couldn't spin it in. Then a strip there from Johnson, but Randle gets it back. McDaniels on the fend-off, offensive foul. That's number 2.
Probably for a while here in this first half.
Terrence Shannon Jr. will come in for him as Johnson's 3 over the top and then scooped up by Gobert. Down the stretch in the regular season and loved what he did last year against OKC in the playoffs. They know that he's ready for these big moments, and right on cue he gets to the rim but he can't finish. Push, Murray attacking on Conley. They're going to go right at that 38-year-old as much as they possibly can as Johnson gets all the way to the rim.
Like how he didn't settle. Get to the rim.
Loose ball, scooped up. Spencer Jones with a runway. Their effort was excellent, but their offense just couldn't follow suit. Better start here tonight, but Randle's doing it all himself. He's got all 8 for Minnesota.
And he's being hyper-aggressive here, but he's going to need some help on the offensive end. Right now, if you're Minnesota, you got to weather the storm. You know that Denver is going to come out.
Buries it.
Come out with a sense of urgency, and it's on display.
Randle back to work. Can't respond. Murray was open momentarily. Now it's Jokic. Get it ahead for him. Murray is bumped, and they're going to call it on the floor.
In the passing lane, easy finish for Spencer Jones.
Murray more space, but he can't hit that time. Towards the end of the season, he finally got a little bit more burn. As Chris Finch said, yes, the Mike Conley month preservation as Ayo Dosunmu ready to go, feeling as fresh as he has in years now in a postseason action. Open look, Christian Brown can't hit. Us on NBC, no Dante DiVincenzo or Anthony Edwards tonight, and for the foreseeable future for Minnesota, Denver with their just much more efficient from what we've seen, and another steal. Murray off to the races against Conley, had it knocked away out of bounds, and it's going the other way.
Offensive end, possessions have not been clean. Give Denver credit, playing the passing lanes, getting to
so far in the series, they're only averaging 12 turnovers per game. Shannon all the way to the rim as he lays it in. He's in the two-man game, as is customary here at Mile High. Murray right at Conley, over the top for 2.
And that was good defense, better off.
Put up big numbers, but the field goal percentage efficiency has been way down from arguably the best two-man game in the NBA. Randle got out of it, and Shannon way off on the 3. Jokic comes away with it. Up ahead for Murray. Johnson trailing the play. He'll attack on Conley. And he finds the trailing Jones, who had it denied, but he's fouled.
Picking on Mike Conley right there. You got to respect your elder.
Right. I was always told that you're supposed to showcase that.
It's kind of like you and Ashley picking on me.
Transparent about his role. He came in and he worked his tail off every day, has earned his spot in the rotation in the postseason, started his career round for Reed. Dynamic with the ball in his hands. Nearly had it stripped, and he did. Jones comes away with it, saved it into the hands of Highland. Right down the middle, outside for Shannon. Full reset on the shot clock. They're going to say it was a possession from Denver. Highland lost it. Reed will fire. Way off. Another rebound for Jokic, his second. Now it's Murray off the screen. Working on Gobert. Bounce it for Jokic. Over Reed, and he gets it to go, plus the foul.
Just beautiful action between these two right here. You force the switch. Murray snakes the screen. Now Reed behind Jokic. Great position, and once again,
He has really struggled shooting the basketball in the series. 39% field goal percentage. Extended it to a 10-point cushion. Bruce Brown will check in next dead ball for the Nuggets as Highland draws the contact on the ground.
And of course, Shannon together are going to have to pick up the slack collectively as a group on the offensive end.
Here is Shannon attacking baseline, out of bounds. Minutes into the game, Jaden McDaniels picked up his second foul, so he's been on the bench since. Denver has taken advantage. Jokic missed that one. The extra help from Gobert, who wants to reach, will snake through, push it up, and he doesn't get the roll. Good box out by Jokic. Can't score. Couldn't get his own. Gobert does. To the outside. And a reset with 10 to shoot for Highland. Spin on Hardaway and a foul on the outside. It'll be the second team foul on Denver. First on Tim Hardaway Jr. Without Peyton Watson once again, who hasn't played since April 1st. So Julian Strawther with some first quarter minutes as Bones Highland, the former Nugget, gets one to go from the outside. Jokic gets rid of it. Strawther right back to him. Now Jokic on Gobert, way outside. Hand it for Johnson. He'll fire. Pure.
His shot, being aggressive, catch and shoot off the bounce. Exactly what Denver.
Guy that David Adelman felt could be their third scorer as De Silva responds with a triple.
How about the confidence this young man is playing with?
Finch was pretty honest that they were curious if the shooting numbers were real, as one find from Jokic inside for Hardaway.
What you're seeing is the guy.
Reed outside for Highland. He'll tee it up. Off the heel. It's going the other way. A foul on Gobert. What a start for Denver. They need the win. So that means Jokic with Denver in the bonus will get free throws. This looks a lot more like the Denver offense that we saw through the regular. Minnesota after 2 all-regular season under 100. And David Adelman has said, look, everybody likes to talk about the defense and what we don't do there. But
100%. They've been stifling with their defense, Minnesota, but Denver finding their way. And the last 2, as you mentioned, in Minnesota.
We're curious to see what the rotations would look like for Minnesota without DiVincenzo and Edwards. And Kyle Anderson is in the game. Late clock and a throwaway. Major numbers the other way for Brown. Outside it's Johnson for 3. No.
And Noah, what you're seeing with this small ball in the face, making life uncomfortable offensively for Minnesota, and the turnover showing.
Already 8 of them for the Wolves as Conley finds his spot for 2. On Saturday, Johnson off the screen, bounce it inside. Jokic, just don't see him miss that very often. 3 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yeah, good start. I mean, you mentioned that struggle with some.
Just like that, Denver had a 10-point cushion cut in half. Hardaway finds the bottom.
Hardaway streaky. But they need his performance, his confidence. He's been in big games.
And he really struggled in game 4 as Conley once again with the offhand.
I'll tell you, the longevity plan.
In his minutes so far the last 2 games. 2 for 1 opportunity here for Denver. Hardaway sets the screen. Jokic tries the 3. And the struggles continue from Anderson. Looking inside for Gobert. Knocked away by Johnson. Shot clock off. Up ahead for Brown. Challenges Reed at the rim and he wins. Every bit of that 6'9" wingspan for the nice finish. 10 seconds left in this first quarter. Highland tees it up and knocks it down. Time here for Nikola Jokic, who is the king of the heat. Bounce it, Hardaway got it off in time, but it's way.
Give him a high five. He just went right by him.
Right now, he was unfazed. He was in his flow state. And a foul's going the other way. An illegal screen against Denver. You can see it right here. Look to the right of the screen. You see Dota made 7 threes in the first quarter, tied for the second most they've made in any quarter of a postseason game since 2003. And Randall hit the first couple and has been aggressive with 8 points in the first. Gets things rolling here in the second.
As Denver found their rhythm in that first quarter, and I like getting Randall on the low block there. Let him use that physics.
As well. Back down against Randall and another offensive foul. 2 fouls for Valanciunas. Get it inside. Anderson. Good defense by Murray, and it didn't matter. Anderson floating to the bottom of the bucket. Open look for Spencer Jones. And Anderson clears the board. A chance to kick it out. Extra for McDaniels. Oh, he fumbled it. And Jones scoops it up. Jones gets all the way to the rim and lays it home. David Alleman said it when they added Tyus Jones as he draws the offensive foul.
And missed that wide open layup.
Tough one for Reed, doesn't go. The leak out Brown was open. Mo has been running the show. Murray, bounce it, Spencer Jones, extra, Valanciunas, and a travel.
Right there, good action. Jones just could not convert the pass inside to Valanciunas.
Jones floats it up and in.
And he is so skilled right there. Saw the smaller Jones just went into the paint. Showing off that left hand hook.
Now it's Jones off the screen. He'll pull. Can't hit. Rebound to Reed. And then taken by Brown. Lazy Dunas. Doubled immediately. And a whistle and a foul.
Great job there identifying.
3 for 11, while Minnesota 7 of 13 from downtown. Murray on the attack. Tough fader. It goes.
Oh, that was tough.
Can't hit on the three. Long rebound falls to Anderson. Couple of pumps. Tries to find the cutting Randall. And he spun it just off.
Has a little bit of that Boris Dia in there. Loves to pass. Very unselfish. Great feel. He continued team director of the French Basketball Federation.
So is there ill will now with the former teammates? Is that what you're saying?
Never, never.
Well, because you have gold.
Still competing.
Yes, and Boris is one of the best and really did help to bring some of that playmaking big man style as Valanciunas finally. Minnesota expected some level of zone defense from Denver. The Sooners trying to be a zone buster and he can't hit. I think a miscommunication defensively though more than anything. Denver trying to take advantage of the miss. On the pull, Brown comes up short, tipped by Balance.
Turnover here for Minnesota.
Brown all alone. Valanciunas comes flying in. 10 to shoot for Randall. Anderson, running start. Reed, 3. It's good. 13 from 3 through the first 4 games of the series. Already a couple off the bench here tonight. Now it's Valanciunas back to work on the post-up. And he just goes right through Randall. Valanciunas in, 6 straight points. Lob it up. McDaniels guides the rest home.
He's ready to get at it, knows it's a long road ahead, but he said he really appreciated Jason Tatum's words. After Tatum's game, he said, look, you obviously with that runner's knee in his right during the regular season. Well, this injury is his left knee that happened in the first half of that last game. He was diagnosed with a left knee bone bruise and hyperextension. He's out indefinitely, guys.
Yeah, look, the good news with Dante DiVincenzo, Chris Finch felt like they dodged a bullet, and they certainly did. No ligament damage in that knee, and there's a chance if they can extend this run, he can make his way back as Jokic misses another 3. Attack mode. Back down on Jones. Shimmy shake with a pump. Had it knocked away by Jones. Another turnover. McDaniel steps up on Jokic. Had the 2 early fouls in the first. Double comes from Dosunmu. Kick it. Jones 3. Bottom. 7 assists for the Joker. McDaniel's floater. In and out. Jokic with another rebound. Head up. Get it to Brown. Spin. Drive. And slam! Highland lost it, out of bounds. Straight season. On the outside against Gobert, who has taken the fight to him defensively in this series. Jokic goes right at him, and he floats it home.
His body, once again, right at the rim.
Gobert going right back at him. Comes up short. Jokic head up. Brown attacks again, and this time he lost it. And it's going the other way.
A throwback, the big guys going at it.
Talk about a throwback. Mike Conley still getting it done as Randall just grazes it over the front of the rim.
Denver not a shot blocking team, no rim protection. Got to go to the rim.
Spencer Jones takes flat for 2.
Jones, I like his
papers. He believes that it was off of Julius Randall. There's always been so much by his impassioned play today, and really anytime his team is down, as Highland comes right back with another triple.
How about that?
3:05 to play, 3:06 with the foul occurring there in this second quarter. Will sit, so the 5 on the floor for Chris Finch will be Randall, Gobert, McDaniels, Brown, Spencer Jones, Jokic, and Johnson. Deep one for Murray. And he just can't rim it in. Time to get busy. 3 to shoot for Randall. Has to put it up. got it off in time, and he can't get the roll. Rebound. Randall driving kick. McDaniels loads it up. Weak side rebound to Jones. The rest of the guys around him just kind of stood and watched. He called for a lot more movement away from the ball, screening as well as Gobert sprays it out. McDaniels off.
Still harassing Murray, being effective on both ends.
4 points on 2 of 5 shooting. Dangerous pass. Ricochets out of bounds. It'll stay here.
His spot makes it easy off the glass.
Johnson off the inbounds. Drives, and he finishes right past Gobert again. 3, 9 to shoot. Highland picked up by Murray. Former teammates here in Denver. Hezzy pull. Too strong. Jokic and Murray have accounted for 13 of the 15 Denver assists. Johnson again.
Getting downhill off those screens for baskets in the rim.
And now Jokic with a double-double, 10 points and 10 assists in this series at 8 Eastern. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
And another week, I'm not getting any
Opportunity. Hardaway had it open on the outside. Instead, it's going to be Jokic with a floater. Could not secure it. McDaniels off the screen. He'll pull and hit again. Jokic with 2 seconds. Deep one. It goes! Nikola Jokic. Game 4, they felt like they needed to really shoulder the load and the responsibility, and the rest of the guys around them just kind of stood and watched. He called for a lot more movement away from the ball.
Murray being effective on both ends.
4 points on 2 of 5 shooting. Dangerous pass. Ricochets out of bounds. It'll stay here. Drives, and he finishes right past Gobert again. Inside Conley. A reload with Reed.